Hello, YouTube. Welcome to this instant analysis for our new party banner, which we'll get to the highlighted UR in just a little bit. We are going to start with the SR, though. Mermaid Festa Maki. Her 5th SR, I just verified this, her 5th SR with where the unidolized art has her in the club room. She loves the club room, apparently. Pure attribute guard type. Stats are decent for an SR. 8908 stam is pretty nice. Stamina healer. Max 32%. Stam attribute, kind of weak. The live show active is also really weak too. Shield gain is unless it's on a tap active, shield gain is not great because the percentage of stamina or technique to shield that you normally get from LSAs, it basically, like, depending on the song, it'll only be like 1 or 2 notes worth of damage block as far as stamina shield goes, and 6.6% of 8900, it's not a lot. So, you know, if you're looking to complete your Mermaid Festa costumes, go for it. But outside of that, this card is very meh. But the highlighted UR Party Yohane, as ABZX confirmed in the chat earlier, Yohane's first limited card in 591 days. 591 days. Her last limited card was her Fest 2, which came out February 27th, 2021. Anyways, so captivating Shrine Maiden Yoha. Oh my god, this idolized art. Oh my goodness. Anyway, stats: 14,912 base appeal, 8323 base stam, 11,444 tech, 34% crit rate. Initial look at this stat line: appeal, great. Stam value, a little too high for my taste. Okay. Tap active. Standard 33% skill activation rate. Buff appeal by a maximum of 9% for the next 5 notes. And it applies to this card's strategy. Okay, so at the very least, you can use this Yoha card kind of like a wild card, right? It's not tied to attribute, it's not tied to school, it's not tied to year. It's only within the strategy. So, if you are running, let's say, a pure attribute strategy and you're doing a single strat composition, which is basically, let's say you have this Yohane plus second Fest Chica or third Fest Chica and Party Honoka or something, right? Yes, you're staying on attribute for like an advanced plus song, but you know, if you wanted to use this card for like even something like, I would say like a thrilling one way or plus or something where it's like the debuff is off school, you could use this card. You can use this card fully on attribute, like, you know, in a fully on attribute strategy. You could use it like in a full first year strategy. It doesn't really matter. It gives you, the tap active gives you a decent amount of flexibility, as does the passive, which is an 8.4% appeal buffing passive at max skill level. The issue with this, though, this is a if we were going to rank this passive in tiers, this is like a definite like A minus level passive. The best types of passives that you're gonna get are appeal and technique buffing passives, where you get, let's say, like 8.4% appeal and 3.2% technique. Those are like, you know, where you get a higher percentage of appeal for your passive and a lower percentage of technique. Those cards are really, really good for the most part. There are some instances where you want a higher spread of technique to appeal, right? You want the appeal to be at 3.2% and the technique to be at 8.4%. But for the most part, this is generally a good passive. Live show active is freaking garbage. Yoha's live show active is actually awful. On strategy switch, maximum 20 times per live, add 30% of this card's appeal as voltage. Now, with that being said, I'm going to use my phone and get out a calculator. If we were to just take these base stats on its face value, okay? We have 14,912 multiplied by 8.4% max passive, right? That would give Yoha 16,165 base appeal. Okay? If we then multiply that by 30%, we get a measly 4,850 voltage gained per strategy switch, rendering this live show active absolutely useless. There is no way that you would want to switch just for the sake of switching to get 5,000 voltage when this card, if at max limit break, if you have even decent Yoha bond levels, if you're on a pure attribute song, you can tap for 100k with this card. And why would you give up 100,000 voltage tap to switch to gain 5,000 voltage? It just does not make sense. So again, as a Yoha Oshi, I have to say Yoha got absolutely screwed again with the limited card. Her first fest card, garbage. Her second fest card, better, but still garbage. Now, her party card, good, but ultimately still kind of garbage. And the reason why I say that is there are a lot more cards that can score just as well, if not better than this Yoha, that when you combine stats and tap active and live show active are miles better than her. The most recent example, Third Fest Chica. Same attribute, different typing. Third Fest Chica, over the long run, out-taps the living hell out of Party Yohane. And it sucks. As a Yoha Oshi, this feels freaking terrible. Tin Boy says she still has Fest 3 left. Tin Boy, as a now dejected Yoha Oshi, I'm not going to hold my breath that Yoha is actually going to get a good Fest card in 4 months or whatever. I am not holding out hope because as of right now, all of Yoha's cards have been blech. Don't get me wrong though. Again, I said, This art, I might have to make this the wallpaper of my phone because this art is very, very good. However, am I going to spend a lot of my gems just trying to get this unidolized art, or this idolized art and this costume? No. I mean, if you're a whale and you have money, go knock yourself out, spend it. If you're a Yoha Oshi like I am, and Yoha is your Dai Oshi, meaning that she is your number one Oshi out of all groups and all girls, by all means, if you wanna go for her, go for it. But man, I am just so disappointed. I am just so disappointed. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this instant analysis video. Thank you so much, YouTube, for joining us. We'll be here on Twitch, twitch.tv/IamTheShaz. I've recently been playing a lot more Dota 2. So if you want to watch me mauled and be angry at teammates, in a multiplayer environment, feel free to stop by and laugh at me for missing CS or dying in lane. Until next time, take it easy, everyone. We will catch you all later. Bye!